So I'm waiting at the DMV with my Lamborghini. I'm just kidding, this isn't a Lamborghini. I've got something better than a Lamborghini. I've got a Transformer. But that's a secret between you and I. I'm trying to keep this guy safe, so just keep it hush hush. I don't want the government trying to find out that I've got an alien robot car. My town's local car inspection center opens up at 8 a.m. I showed up here 2 hours early. And I'm still waiting online. Morning, everyone. And by good morning, I really mean good morning. It's just a little past 6 a.m. here, and yeah, it's just too early for this. I slept really, really late. I am a little tired myself. Anyway, I really had the desire to make a video about why you should pursue your art. And I've contemplated this idea for quite a while now, actually, and obviously I've always had the mental obstacles of, oh, the quality is going to be bad, who's going to listen to this, blah blah blah, all the rest, but, you know, at this point I really don't care. I just want to make the video for my benefit, and I really hope people find it beneficial too, but at the end of the day, it's really biased, and it's just based off of my own opinion. And really, this is probably the first time anyone's really heard me talk, so I hope you can bear with me for just a few minutes this morning. In short, I wanted to just make a video describing my reasons why I think you should start pursuing your art, whatever form that is. I'm probably going to be ranting in my car for the next 2 hours, but I'm probably going to just be cutting out everything to be a very concise little video, I suppose. I originally had this idea of making a top 10 video, and then obviously I would say something along the lines of, oh, the top 10 reasons of why you should, you know, blah blah blah, and do this, and then obviously I'd capture the thumbnail and try to get some clickbait material and all that jazz. But I think I've actually been able to narrow it down to just 3. And yes, I did 3 like this because I've seen that movie Inglourious. I can't say the second word because I'm pretty sure YouTube will hang me for that. So if you know the movie, you know the movie. Inglourious something, and Brad Pitt's in it. I think you might know what the movie is. I think there are about 40 cars in line, and I might be in the middle at 20. Alright, so I'm just gonna try to show you what the line is like right now through the rear view mirror. Yeah, it's stretching way past a couple hundred feet. Without further ado, here are my top 3 reasons of why I think you should pursue your art. For the bronze medal for why I think you should pursue your art is freedom of self-expression. When you finally make the decision to pursue an art, you're really saying you're ready to pursue yourself and your own interests. In a way, you're creating your own world how you see it. And a good example that I like to use, actually 2, or even 3, let's go with 3. If you look at the Lord of the Rings series, maybe Harry Potter, or even Star Wars. Even if those aren't of interest to you, you can't deny the fact that all 3 of those worlds feel like real worlds. It all started with someone who had the idea of, oh, I like wizards, and then from there it just exploded. It's really something that I can't explain too well, but the idea that someone just created an entire universe out of their mind into something that becomes so believable, and now so many people love and adore those series, that's just amazing. I don't know, I can't really explain it. This can go for really most anything, but at the end of the day, as long as you're doing the art for yourself, that really at its core is what matters. For example, if you make a drawing, you don't have to share it with people on Instagram. You don't have to make a YouTube video. You don't have to do anything, really. The fact that you are making whatever it is you're making, as long as you're enjoying it, and that is really a reflection of what you think is awesome, then you're winning. I really don't know how else to put it. When you find that particular art that you want to do, the most important thing really is at the tail end of that sentence. It's what you want to do, right? It's I mean, don't you want to do what you want to do? I mean, I'm not really overthinking this. It's just a good feeling being able to do something that you want to do. Earning the silver medal for Victor's reasons of why you should start pursuing your art is seeing progress. Again, this list isn't right or wrong. It's simply my personal reasons of why I think you should do your art. And in my personal opinion, seeing progress within yourself is one of the most gratifying things that you can ever feel. It's really a shame when I can't find my words. I take it very personally whenever I see a comment on Instagram posting on another artist's piece of work saying things like, "Oh wow, you're so good at art. You have so much talent. I wish I could draw like you. I wish I could paint like you," and all the things like that. All these successful artists didn't start out as what you're seeing right now online. They didn't come out of the womb saying, "Oh, I am Picasso. I'm going to paint this wonderful piece of art." No, they were saying things like, "Goo goo gaga, feed me." Obviously, babies don't sound like that, but you get my point. A really good example is a flower, or any type of plant really. They essentially start out as a little seed, and then over time, they grow up to be whatever plant that is. There is a growth and process involved in art, and to me, that's probably one of the most beautiful things, where you can start with this, really, really crude sketch, but then over the years, you continue your passion towards it, and then after a while, you see that you started from here, and now you can't even see my hand. Now you're over here. Too often, I see people really stressing about the fact that they're not at the level that they want to be at. They compare themselves to another person, and they say, "Wow, I have a really long way to go." And again, I'm not going to be super positive, cheery Victor. The fact is, you may be right. It might take you a long time to get there. But another fact is the other side. You could think about how far that you still need to go, but the reality is, you can also look back and see how far you've come from that starting point, If you're a plant, from a seed, now you're a little, what do you call it, a sprout thing, I guess? Sure, you're not a tree yet, but you still have those beginnings from when you were first put in the dirt. You started growing, and now you're a little plant, and you're well on your way. So really seeing the growth that you experience through the process of just continuing something you're really passionate about, again, you're winning if you're doing that. The lighting might change a little bit. I keep on pressing the screen for lock AF or whatever it is. Again, I'm filming from my car. And in first place, on the top of the pedestal, the one that wins gold for Victor's vote of the number one reason of why you should start doing your art, is that you'll be able to conquer your fears. At some point in all of our lives, we are all going to experience fear. And during the midst of this whole coronavirus, I think we all don't have an excuse to feel even the smallest bit of fear. And if someone says that they don't feel fear or they're never afraid, yeah, they're lying. And I'm here to tell you that feeling fear is completely healthy. Fear is a regular emotion, just like anger and sadness. I really hesitate to call it a negative feeling, because if you say a feeling is negative, I don't know, that kind of has the implications of, oh, you should stay away from that feeling. But the fact of the matter is, feeling an emotion, that's part of being human, right? So you shouldn't deny yourself the opportunity to feel an emotion that you are capable of feeling. Anyway, without getting too much of a tangent on emotions, when you pursue that art, you effectively are beginning those steps of trying to overcome the fears that you have. You may have fear of rejection. You may have fears of not being good enough. Maybe you have fears of you're not meeting the expectation of your peers. But when you finally decide to start doing the art that really inspires you, you'll slowly learn that having fear is not enough to stop you from doing what you want to do. You essentially are deciding to fight back on your fears. And you're telling yourself, hey, I know you're afraid, but guess what? I care more about myself than I fear myself. I personally am not afraid of judgment for my art. And just to give you a very brief background, I went to architectural school. And if you know, you know, but let's just say I'm not afraid of judgment. I am more afraid of looking years into the future, looking back and thinking to myself, wow, I really wish I did that, or whatever it is I wanted to do. It's really more so about the regret of not doing something that you genuinely wanted to do because you were afraid that someone was going to judge you. And to me, that's really a shame. I've been talking to my phone, taking hundreds of takes for over an hour now, but I think I did a relatively decent job of getting the points across that I wanted to talk about. And I hope that someone out there at least finds something here useful. It's a little past 7:10 a.m. and I have not budged in line, which is normal. The line should start moving in about 50 minutes, but again, we'll see. So until next time, I hope you guys enjoy your Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday. I hope you guys enjoy your day, and remember to wear a mask. They're helpful. They keep people safe, and yeah, stay safe. Have a nice day. Hey guys, so that was my adventure from this morning. Now obviously it's been a couple hours. It's about 7 p.m. right now, and I am back in the Victor Cave. I don't actually call it the Victor Cave, but I just thought of something on the spot, so for now, yeah, I'll just name it the Victor Cave, just for now, until someone else comes up with a better name. If you would like to see some of my own work, you can feel free to check me out at Victor's Pictures at Instagram, and there I pretty much do a lot of cool things. I do quick sketches, I do a lot of stippling work, a lot of hyper-realistic work. But right now I'm actually working on a cosplay. It's going to be a Halo Spartan, and right now I'm working on the forearm battle damage. This is EVA foam, and now I'm pretty much messing up the surface to look like it's actually seen battle. And it just slips on like so. You just put my arm through here. Boom, so looks something like that. I plan on having the whole suit done by next month, so we'll see. Alright, take care guys.